This is a story of Kampung Raban, a scenic culture and view, a shunting frame the spectacular natural beauty, friendly and welcoming people, a very suggestive sightseeing and cultural experience. In year 1926, Kampung Tebuah was swamped by water due to hydroelectric hydro dam construction. The whole population had moved and escaped to the high ground their village. People meraban-raban climbing to the hill to save their self. Beginning from there, they built a new village named Raban. Kampung Raban is located in Hulu Perak in Lenggong. It was a part of district in the era Durian Tipi. Kampung Raban has clustered village, namely Kampung Padang Luas and Kampung Cerako. Nowadays, administration area which is located at Pusat Kegiatan Masyarakat Pentadbiran JKKK Kampung Raban is the major villages forces that should and organize these vernacular communities. An examination of changing and continuing land uses may lead to a general understanding of how people have interacted with their environment and provide clues about the kinds of physical features and vernacular properties that should be present. It clearly shows activities visible today may reflect traditional practices or be innovative yet compatible adaptations of historic ones. The organizations of land in Kampung Raban depends on the relationship among major physical components, predominant landforms, and natural features. The natural environment have influenced the organization of these communities by determining the settlement patterns, proximity to the markets, and availability of transportation. Organization is reflected in road system, field patterns, proximity to water sources, and the availability of spaces front and back of the house. Lata Kekabu is a major natural features that has influenced both the location and organization of Kampung Raban communities. The two systems of pipe, which is air gunung from Lata Kekabu and air LPA from Lembaga Air Perak, that channel in two different pipes make Kampung Raban differ from other kampung.
Are you one durian?
Cultural traditions also affect the ways that land is used, occupied, and shaped in Kampung Raban. Religious belief, social custom, ethnic identity, traits, and skills may be evident today in both physical features and uses of land. Ethnic customs, predating the origins of community, were often transmitted by early settlers and perpetuated by successive generations. These are the reasons why Cuangka is still played today. Land roads is one of the circulation network system for transporting villages, goods, and raw materials from one point to another. Unfortunately, in 1967 and 2014, a flood happened and has affected the roads system.
Tahun 67 dek semua telan.
27 kira
67 semua tenggelam.
Dulu masa banjir tu
Banjir besar lah.
Sampai 67.
Tahun 67 tenggelam habis. Semua kawasan ni tenggelam. Kami lari ni untuk sekolah atas bukit tu. Semua warga sana. Ni tak tahu lah.
An effective public transportation, which is bus, also known as Perak Transit, in Kampung Raban, connected Lenggong to Kuala Kangsar. The range in scale found in Kampung Raban is from livestock trails, footpath, to roads and water transportation. Boundary demarcations delineate areas of ownership and land use of villagers in Kampung Raban. They also separate smaller areas having special functions, such as a fence field or orchard area. Fences, walls, tree lines, hedges, roads, roadways, and rivers commonly mark vernacular boundaries in this village. Various types of vegetation bear a direct relationship to long-established patterns of land use in this kampung. Vegetation that has been found include not only crops, trees, or shrubs planted for agriculture and ornamental purposes, but also trees that have grown incidentally along fence lines, beside roads, or in abandoned fields. Various types of buildings, structures, and objects serve Kampung Raban things are related to the occupation and use of land. Their functions, materials, date conditions, construction methods, and location reflect the vernacular activities, customs, tastes, and skill of the people who build and use them. Old yet traditional house building that designed to shelter human activity is still can be found in Kampung Raban. The location of the administration was located at Hilir of Kampung Raban. Groupings of administration result from function, social tradition, climate, or other influences, cultural or natural. The arrangement of these clusters tells us about the vernacular and continuing activities, as well as the impact of varying world story and the preferences of particular generations. Small-scale amenities such as a toilet which is outside of the house add to the vernacular setting of a rural landscape. These features may be characteristic of a region and occur repeatedly throughout an area. Urban ayam or different channel pipe, as mentioned before, collectively they often form larger components such as circulation networks or boundary demarcations. Small-scale elements also include minor remnants, including bus stop and interlock pavements.
Bejat hati minang anak dari rambutlah dapat amdonya gugur.
As a conclusion, the principle of conservation in Malaysia and many other countries has helped preserve some religious buildings, monuments, and create some forest reserves and parks. Little if any attention has been given to protect landscape, particularly our vernacular cultural landscape, both natural and agricultural. From the evidence presented, culture still plays a very important role in Kampung Raban. Unfortunate to say, cultural values are so little significance compared to the monetary values gained from development. Protection of Kampung Raban landscape is perceived as an obstacle to modernization. Cultural landscape in Kampung Raban provide opportunities for education and promotion of better understanding and respect for cultural and natural values for our children. Thus, conservation of our important resources need to be taken very seriously, both locally, nationally, and internationally. Powerful legislation and effective planning system should be in the forefront of our development vocabulary. That is a story of Kampung Raban.